We had a particular drug target in mind that we thought would be useful for stroke, and it's in the ion channel. And it turns out that venoms are the richest source of molecules that modulate the activity of these ion channels. And amazingly, the winning molecule came from the venom of a local spider. The Gari funnelweb spider had an amazing molecule which we were able to purify and show that it was about 50,000-fold more potent than the best small molecule inhibitor of this ion channel.
When a heart attack or a stroke occurs, this is caused by the lack of blood flow to the organ. As a consequence, billions of cells will die in the context of these types of injuries. So this drug is intended to stop that cell death response from happening in the first place, so that when doctors are able to recover those patients, the organs are able to function more effectively.
There are about 15 million people that die of stroke and myocardial infarction a year. The number of people that have a heart attack or a stroke is obviously much higher. All of those people could potentially benefit from this drug. So we're talking about a patient population potentially of tens of millions of people per year that could benefit from this drug.
Despite the fact that researchers have understood how the injuries are occurring, we've never made a breakthrough that has ultimately been able to translate into the clinic where doctors have access to a new drug. The benefit here is that this is a drug that could be given really at the earliest point when a first responder meets a patient who might be having a heart attack or a stroke.
As soon as the person's found, regardless of the type of stroke, they can get some protection on board, and we think that will have a real impact on the ultimate severity of the stroke and the quality of life of the patient afterwards.
There is a large biodiversity of venomous animals, plants in Australia, and there are a lot of components of these venoms that could be valuable drugs in the future. So I think it's amazing that Australia sits on this large biodiversity, and we're seeing examples of those now being used to treat human health. I think it's a pretty unique story in Australia. It's a really great story with respect to taking discoveries and translating them through to products.